tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Survivor AfterBuzz TV show. That was a new intro for AfterBuzz. I like it. Very good. I'm your host, Justin Walter, joined by the one and only Survivor legend, original villain, three-time player, the beautiful, the gorgeous, the talented, Jerri Manthey.
Hello, everybody. Nice to be here again. And wow, what an introduction, Justin.
I mean, you deserve it, Jerri.
No,
I haven't seen you since the finale of last time. It's so good when you walked in the door. I just like, Jerri!
Yeah, your texts have been heartwarming. He's like, I can't wait to see you. Oh my gosh.
I get so excited. I'm like, Jerri and Ryan, Jerri and Ryan. No. Which Ryan is back this season. I know last season he said I'm exiting, but he's not. He's back this season. He unfortunately is not here tonight in person. We are going to call him. I told him 5:15 we're giving you a call.
He better answer.
If he doesn't answer, we're going to keep calling every 5 or 10 minutes. He was on his way, but he's so busy right now because he's throwing the Big Brother rap party tonight.
Whatever.
It's he's throwing the Big Brother finale party tonight.
He needs to let go of the Big Brother.
Focus on Survivor, Ryan. So we're excited, and then we might have some other people coming in throughout the season. So so excited to be back here for another season of Survivor. Survivor season 29. Blood versus Water 2. San Juan del Sur. The longest
That's a lot
name.
That's a very long.
If you look at the logo, San Juan del Sur, Blood versus Water. This is the longest Survivor name we've had, I think. And even last night when people were tweeting, the hashtag is Survivor San Juan del Sur. It's the longest hashtag.
Oh my gosh.
Ever.
Cut and paste, people.
Cut and paste. But so excited. It's always good to have Survivor back on TV, and it always marks kind of the beginning of fall for me.
It is. It's weird. Like, you know, as much as I want to go, oh, this season, I have to watch it again. And then I watch it, and I'm like, God, it's so good. It's driving me crazy.
So this is the second time we're getting Blood versus Water. Last year, a year ago today, or whenever it was, we were sitting here talking about the first Blood versus Water, which was half returnees.
It was amazing.
Half newbies. I fell in love with that season.
Right.
You loved it. Ryan loved it. We all loved it.
We loved it. And I will say this, though. I am glad that this season they decided to go with completely unknown people because I think it's going to add to the element of surprise a little bit more. Yeah. And we don't know any of these people.
And that's, if you visually can see us right now, we have pictures of all the contestants on the table right now because it is, last season we went into it knowing so much easier who everybody was and the relationships and Jervis and his niece and all these sort of things. But when it is all these newbies, it takes a little longer to kind of get acquainted with them.
I mean, it takes till like 5 episodes in to know anybody's name, and then there's always the stragglers that we still don't know.
And some that look a little bit alike.
And there's a couple of those this season as well.
Yeah.
You were just pointing out Kelly and Jacqueline.
Kelly, the daughter of Dale, who their relationship as father and daughter was kind of estranged for a couple of years, and we don't really know.
We don't know why yet.
And then Jacqueline and John, the like it couple of the season.
The Michigan people.
The Michigan couple.
Yes.
But Kelly is on John's tribe, and she kind of looks like Jacqueline.
Yeah.
So I was getting a little confused during the episode.
Well, I didn't even notice that until you pointed it out, and then I realized that the entire time I kept thinking that Kelly was Jacqueline, and I kept going, wow, you know, her hair, she looks pretty rough out there. And now I realize they're two totally different people.
They're totally different people, and you know, John, don't get too comfortable with Kelly on your tribe. She looks pretty. She's just like your girlfriend. Beware the blondes. There's probably going to be an automatic alliance there. I don't know.
Yes, but Kelly was never a Miss Michigan.
Yes.
So I'm sure
Michigan.
There's a little, you know, their personalities, I have a feeling, are quite different.
Quite different. So, well, the episode kind of started how the first one did, where they separated the pairs for one night to spend together on location together
to practice making
fire and flint, and we were getting just snippets of the pairs and the duos and what their relationships are. So real quick, did any stand out to you, Jerri?
Well, first off, I want to talk about the fact that I was a little bit upset at the beginning because it seemed like they had cast people in the exact same roles that Blood versus Water 1 was.
Yes.
Like, we had the mom and the daughter who were super close.
Yep.
You know, we had the gay couple, which was Colton. And, you know, just it seemed like they were patterning it right after the first time they did Blood versus Water. And I was like, like, wah, wah, wah. You know, that was my immediate reaction. But then, as the show got going, I've realized how different they are.
Yeah, they're different characters completely.
Yeah. And whatever they did, it worked. So, I mean, as far as like who stands out to me, I actually really like this cast this season a lot. I mean, who doesn't love Jeremy and Val? I mean that was great.
So Jeremy and Val, the firefighter and the police officer, married in similar professions, but almost like rival professions a little bit, and
very much so.
And right away we get them going head to head in a battle, which we'll talk about. But they definitely stand out. I think they're going to be a major storyline and plot.
I think Jeremy has a very dark side that we have yet to see yet.
We have a call we're going to take real quick. This is great.
Serious?
Calls coming in for Survivor.
Whoa.
Let's see here. Hello, who's on the line?
Hi, my name is Michael. I'm coming from Maryland.
Hi,
Michael from Maryland.
So we're talking right now about, you know, the beginning of the show when we initially got to meet some of the duos. Which was your favorite duo last night?
My favorite was the immunity challenge.
Oh, you like the immunity challenge?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. Something new that they haven't. Something new.
Yeah.
Well, who was your favorite couple out there?
This is my favorite couple.
Yeah. Which two do you like? Which pair?
I would say my favorite is Jeremy and Val.
Jeremy and Val. Okay. Yeah, we were just talking about them. Out of the two of them, who do you think is going to go further in the season? Jeremy, the firefighter, or Val, the cop? Tough question.
That's a
I know.
tough question.
Yeah.
What's your gut
I'd
say?
Val.
All right. Well, we'll see. Thank you so much, Michael, for calling in. We appreciate it. So if anybody wants to call in, we post on our Twitter account, ABTV Survivor, the number to call in. Feel free to call in and get in on the conversation tonight or on any of our episodes in the upcoming episodes that we're doing. We love hearing from the fans. So he says, Val. I think Val's smart. I think she's level-headed. I think that, you know, she will get to it. She went to Exile Island, which is a new twist they're doing in this Blood versus Water. And then she assimilated into her tribe pretty well for not being with them in the first 2 days, which is crucial.
Yeah, she didn't get a single vote.
Crucial.
I think their dynamic is interesting because, I mean, how many times in this episode alone did we hear Jeremy talk about how much he needed to take care of his wife? And his wife kept saying, you don't need to take care of me. I'm fine by myself. Like, I think that dynamic between the two of them makes it very interesting because I think that might actually come into play at some point. The fact that she has no problem separating herself from her husband. And I think that people will see that and gravitate towards her to possibly vote her husband out, much like we had Laura and her daughter ending up having to do.
Yeah.
I thought that was very interesting.
The superfan team to me stands out. The boyfriends, Josh and Reed, both of them are super fans of the show, young 30s. They're a Broadway couple. And on his tribe, Josh is like, everybody's going to Josh already for everything.
Right.
And one thing I loved that stood out to me was when they talked about their relationship, and he said, on our anniversary or birthday, one of those two, they gave each other Flint.
Yeah,
that is a true Survivor fan. I love that.
Yeah, but he looked kind of disappointed that that's what he got for his birthday.
Hey, if someone ever gives me Flint, I will be very happy because I don't own any Flint. So,
what?
Yeah.
Hey, go out and get some doggone Flint.
All right.
I've got some in my truck right now. I always carry a Flint.
Do you really?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to take a picture of that and post it on our Twitter account because I don't believe you.
Okay. After.
So I think as super fans, they're going to be really good in the game. The two that stood out to me as just kind of do I really have to watch them on Survivor?
The models?
The Twinnies.
Yeah. Oh, the twins. Well,
The
you don't have to
two-
watch one of them anymore. And to be quite honest with you, one thing that drove me nuts about that Nadia chick was like immediately her telling Josh that he was like one of the girls.
So Nadia and Natalie from The Amazing Race, the twinnies, are on this season of Survivor. We've seen a lot lately, Big Brother contestants, Amazing Race contestants, and Survivor contestants crossing over, which I'm like, okay, I just need to get on one of these shows now and then cross over.
Well, Justin, I know this must be kind of hard for you to watch this season.
It is.
Given the fact that you could have been on it.
I was trying my best. It didn't work out.
Yeah, Justin
We'll try.
was very close.
We'll try. We'll keep trying. I'll keep trying. So those are kind of some people that stood out. The brothers. We'll get to all these people, but first thing.
No, the models. We got to address that.
Oh, you like them?
No.
Okay.
Anytime someone says, "I'm a model,"
if you would have guessed would you guess that they were models? No. They don't look like models.
No, they don't have the body for it or the face. Sorry, guys. Although I guess Drew in this picture that you have here,
he's got the pout look.
I could
the
see
big
that.
Lips.
He's got the what is that Ben Stiller movie?
Oh, the
Blue Steel.
Blue Steel look.
Yeah, he's really got Blue Steel going on right here.
So one group that I think a lot of people will find as fan favorites are the Southerners,
Wesley and Keith. Yes, I love them.
So they are kind of the Southerners, father-son duo.
Louisiana.
Firefighters.
Both of them.
Both of them. We got a lot of firefighters and cops and stuff like that.
Yep.
And immediately Wesley is accused by his dad of losing the flint, and they can't start the fire the first night because they lost the flint on night number 1. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're cute.
Good luck. Yeah.
They're cute. And then, I mean, you can't ignore the obvious Culpepper couple here.
What do you think of this? What do you think of John Rocker and his girlfriend, Julie?
Julie probably won't have any problems floating.
Yeah. Wait, you mean floating in the game or floating in water?
In water. I swear to God, I hate those like gratuitous boob pictures. The shots where you're just like, oh, I can't stop. Please, I can't stop looking.
Fake boobies.
They're ginormous. And I'm going to tell you right now, sleeping on bamboo is already uncomfortable enough. But if she tries to sleep on her stomach on bamboo with those gazongas, she's...
Good luck.
Good luck sleeping. That's all I'm going to say.
And John Rocker, when you look at the cast and everybody's standing out there, he is massive.
He's huge.
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 Clearly a professional athlete. And one of the best scenes of the night, or one of the most stupid scenes, was when Wesley approached him saying, you're John, someone famous, right? And he was like, no.
Yeah.
And then
never lie about who you are.
It's going to come out, dude.
Especially when you're famous.
It's going to come out. The only person who successfully did it was Lisa Welschow from Survivor Philippines.
Which is ridiculous.
Which only Mike Skupin and Jonathan Penner were the ones that knew, and they didn't really spill the beans.
She never lied about it. She just didn't talk about it.
She didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
But so this guy, what did he say? My name is John Wetland, or what? He gave some fake last name. He's like, it doesn't start with an R, and then he was finally like, You got me, dude.
Yeah.
And then he's like, this guy's got to go because he knows who I am.
It's silly that anybody famous would try to lie about who they are, period.
No,
Just be honest.
Just be honest.
But, John, my husband last night was like, ooh, he's got a bad knee. Because he can tell by the way he's walking that he's got an injury.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So that's kind of our initial impressions of the first video. Can we try giving Ryan a call and see if he picks up as we continue to do that? So one of the twists that we got to, they separated the tribes by picking... Oh, we're going to hear that. Let's see if Ryan picks up. Ryan Alecrio, if we get your voicemail, you are done to us.
You are finished.
Ryan is actually with Kat from Survivor Blood vs. Water.
Hosting the Big Brother finale.
She's going tonight, too. So we'll see if Kat can give us some insight to what she thought about this. Ryan, are you there?
I'm here, people.
Oh, my God.
Ryan.
I can't be yelled at. I'm stressed out, people. It's crazy. Life is crazy.
So, Ryan, just to give, the fans out there who were so happy you're returning this season, where are you right now? What are you doing?
Okay, well, the Big Brother finale was last night, and so Rachel Riley and I throw the annual party afterwards, and the party has literally just blown up to epic proportions, and the star-studded event, and I just don't have time to drive to the studio and talk to you guys.
No. What stars are there? What stars are there?
What started it?
No, what stars?
Jerri, because Jerry's not coming to my party, everyone. You support me.
So are there stars there bigger than me? I hope so for your sake.
Yes, all my stress is from Jerri, the villainess.
Well, here's my question. So, Are you're gonna be here all season, right, Ryan?
We miss you.
Yes, I'm coming all season.
Great.
I am coming back. I'm very excited. I'm so excited. I haven't even seen the episode.
Oh my God! Well, are you with Kat right now? Can you put Kat on the phone?
Kat is actually not here.
Oh,
Come on.
She told me
I know.
she was there.
Because she's so stressed out about what to wear to the party tonight, she took us on a rampage to go to the mall to buy a new shawl.
Oh
or
my
something to
God!
cover
Well,
those,
did
you
she
know,
say what she thought about this?
enhancement.
Did she say what she thought about last night's episode of the season from being on Blood versus Water last season?
Well, she did say that. I don't know the whole cast yet, but there's a set of brothers from Florida that she has actually like hung out with. And they're
Okay.
great guys. They're like, I saw their pictures. They're like really gorgeous. I don't know how they're playing or what's going on. It's so quick.
It's
But, like,
subjective,
really-
Ryan.
She said she loves them. They're great guys. So I don't really know more the scoop.
They're models. They're
I don't want
models.
to spill someone's love life on air.
Well, one last question for you about: is Kat still dating
But wait.
Hayden?
I do have someone else. Like, we have Danielle from Big Brother 14, who is at my house getting ready. I can say hi to everybody.
Oh, tell her to say hello.
Hey.
Did you watch Survivor last night, Danielle?
Yes, I did. I loved it.
What are your thoughts? Who's the best?
I don't remember anyone's names right now.
Yeah. Describe
I
them.
do. Huh?
Describe them for us.
Describe them?
The first
Yeah,
episode.
who'd you like?
I can't hear what.
Oh, who did you like?
Did you say? Okay, what? Say that one more time.
Oh, who do you think is going to go far this season?
I think the brothers might actually go far. And isn't there a married couple that just got split up too?
Yeah.
What? The
Yeah.
models?
Wow, they are rooting for the models. Ryan and Danielle from Big Brother are rooting for the models. Well, we know you guys have a huge party to get ready for tonight. Ryan, good luck tonight. And for anybody that's in LA, there's go to 11 nightclub in West Hollywood for the Big Brother rap party tonight. We just pimped it out for you, Ryan. Thank you, Ryan.
Love you.
Love you all. I'll see you all next week. Justin, I will see you later. And Jerri,
All right.
Our feud is continuing to this season.
I forgot what it was about.
All right, thank you, Ryan. All right, so back to the episode. Instead of doing Redemption Island this season, they're doing Exile Island.
I love it.
You like it?
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love
What
it.
do you like better about it than Redemption?
What I love is it gives people the opportunity to connect with people on the
Yes.
other tribe
Yeah.
instead of what happened last year where all of the people who had their loved one voted off, instantly they ganged up on people who had loved ones still there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that that's going to prevent it from being that polarizing. It's going to create relationships in between the two tribes on Exile Island.
And the only person last year that switched was Rupert, and that was right away. He switched with his wife, Laura, and nobody switched. And then it became almost like it was. I'm over Redemption Island, so I'm glad it's not here.
So glad.
One thing, so Redemption Island, what I loved about Redemption Island and Survivor Token Chains was when Taj, Brandon, Saria, and Steven, the four of them, all formed an Exile Islands alliance. Taj, if you remember as a fan from the show, went to Exile Island every freaking time. And she formed this Exile Alliance between her and Steven on her tribe, Brandon and Saria on the other tribe. And going into the merge, they had this secret Exile Alliance, but then it fell apart because of Brandon. But there is that potential where they can have these cool inter-tribe alliances from Exile Island, which I hope happens this season.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because I thought about that the second the two, Val and Keith were on the island together. I was thinking, wow, this is a great opportunity for them to talk about their backgrounds and what they do for a living and all that kind of stuff. And for her to possibly share the idol clue, which she didn't.
Which she didn't.
Which was interesting.
Yeah.
But I'm so excited
It's
because
good.
it's adding a better element, I think, to the potential for two people who are siblings
Yeah.
or loved ones to go to the end.
Yeah. And I think it's also too interesting. So you have, let's say, Val and Keith there. Then Val can on her, talk to Keith about his son who's on her tribe.
Right.
And Keith can talk to Val about Jeremy who's on his tribe. So there are these cool multiple alliances that can be formed just by going to Exile Island.
Yep.
Which
I love
I
it.
hope we get to see some like layer strategies of
I
went
think
with this
you
person,
will.
that sort of thing. Hopefully that happens.
I really truly think that this
Yeah.
season that just added a whole more interesting layer. I mean, and I'm glad because I know at first when they first were going to Exile Island, I was confused. Like, wait a minute, does this mean they're out of the game? And, like and when they came back and went back to the immunity challenge, because it wasn't really made perfectly clear. There was kind of still like a what's going to happen.
Yeah.
When I realized what was happening, I was like, yes.
So last season, I mean, 2 seasons ago, we saw, the Redemption Island Challenge kind of led the episode, where now it's going to be these Exile Island challenges where the couples face against each other in Exile Island. So it's going to be brother versus brother, husband versus wife, son versus father.
I wonder if it's going to be.
No?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's how it was described, and if I misunderstood it, but that's how it's going to be. Cool. Then how it works is the winning person picks someone from their tribe to go with
hang out with their loved
one.
Yeah.
So again, another element of strategy. Who are you sending with your loved one?
Yep.
Are you sending your ally, or are you sending someone you're not aligned with? All these sort of things that add multiple elements. So last night, Jeremy and Val competed in a challenge where it was this like cube with ropes tangled all in it. They had to undo the ropes with their bodies climbing up and down these, poles and that sort of thing. And then they had to throw the rope to lasso boards, and then you had to do it twice. And
it's a cool challenge.
And Jeremy won, and then sending his wife to Exile Island, and then sending Keith with his wife to protect her because he seemed like he was an outdoor guy. Right,
which smartly he did, and vocalized that that's why he was sending Keith. He let Keith know, this is why I'm sending you. I hope you're okay with it. And he said, oh, no, I'm cool, dude. And I just think that was a moment where everybody kind of looked at Jeremy and went, wow, he's a really great guy. Because the entire tribe was polarized by Jeremy. I mean, everyone loves him, but there's something there. I saw something in his eye, like a little hint of crazy. That's my prediction.
I agree, because he thinks he's in super control of the tribe.
Totally.
Already. He thinks he's in complete control of the game and the tribe already.
I do appreciate him going to the women and saying, I get along with women better. I like that because that's very rare with men who are A-type personalities.
Or does he think he just can manipulate women better?
Absolutely. That's exactly what he meant.
So women more easily manipulated. Not Jerry.
Let's just put it this way. People of varying types can be easily manipulated, whether they're female or male. But he clearly does have better control over women.
And one thing too with him, and this is I think the element that you get from Blood versus Water right away, was waterworks. After the challenge, he's tearing up, sending his wife to Exile Island. Then in his confessionals back at camp, he's tearing up. It was a little overboard for me. Like,
so it's Blood versus Waterworks?
Blood versus... I love that.
So it'd be more like Blood and Waterworks.
Blood and Waterworks. Blood and Waterworks.
Well, I even teared up, and I was like, stop it!
And that's the thing. When you get... I even got a little... Because it's just, you think of these personal relationships and being out there like that, and that's all we heard from people on last time they did this when they were in the game. It's just so hard watching your loved ones suffer, and you're the reason why they're suffering. And when we can kind of already be invested emotionally with someone we don't even know, like Jeremy and Val, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. But I hope it doesn't turn into a big sobby, wet crying season, because I get mad when I watch Survivor and I cry.
You know what usually gets me? The family visits usually got me when they
get everybody. And then some seasons I'm just like, oh, give me a break.
Yeah. So, the tribes were picked randomly out of a hat. That's kind of, if we didn't mention that already. And then
I didn't see that part. I was wondering how they decided who got what.
They brought over like the plates with the buffs, and then each pair had to pick one, and that was a different color.
Okay. I must have been making popcorn.
I was reading some article where they were like, interesting that that everybody picked the tribe color of the clothes they were wearing. But I think they probably told everybody bring a set of orange, yellow.
Yeah, but still, nobody knew what tribe they were on until they chose the buffs.
No, but I gotta go back and see, because I don't think that they were already in the colors.
They were.
Were they?
Yeah, because I noticed that too. I was like, wow, they're all wearing blue, and oh, look, they're all wearing yellow.
No.
Yes.
I'm gonna look at this again.
Yeah, me too.
Because I just dismissed it as, they had 2 different colors of every outfit they brought, and then they just picked the color.
And then what? They got to change clothes after they picked their buff? That's not how that works. we should go back and look at that.
I'm going to now. I saved the episode on my DVR. I'm looking at it.
I seriously think I was making popcorn when they picked tribes because I don't.
You're so invested, Jerry.
It's the first episode. I was like, oh man. I always want to not like it, but I always end up liking it. Why is that?
I don't know.
I have issues, people.
Jerry, that is the tip of the iceberg on your issues.
But it's admitting it is the first step to recovery.
There we go. So you mentioned it. Jeremy, the firefighter, on his tribe, he approached. I have in my notes Blondie, but his name is Kelly, which I confuse with Jacqueline.
Right.
Kelly, Natalie, and Missy. So he approached the women right away. It was like, I want to work with you. I want to work with you. I want to work with you. And then you did see that hint of craziness of I'm already in control of this game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So we'll see. And then we go over to the Orange tribe, and how do you say it? It's Hanapu.
Hanapu.
And the Blue tribe is Koyopa.
Koyopa, yeah.
Hunapu.
That sounds like
the
Toyota.
Oh no, I just mixed the colors up. It's actually the Blue tribe is Hunapu and the Orange tribe is Koyopa. So we go over to the Orange tribe, and right away it seems like Old Man Dale is the odd man out.
I hate that when they pick out the old man. Because part of that is also because I wonder if I go back and play Survivor when I'm 55, am I going to be the old lady that everybody gangs up on in the first episode?
I don't think so. Jerry, honestly, how old were you when you played Survivor? You don't want to give your age. What age range?
The first time?
Yeah.
I just turned 30.
I feel like you're frozen in that age, honest to God. I still feel like you're 30 years old, and,
I feel 20. No, I don't feel 20.
I still feel like you're the same, Jerry, age-wise. You're good to go, Jerry.
My knees are a little shaky, but I'm pretty much the same.
You're still doing your Brazilian butt workout.
No, I think that lasted 3 days, and then I couldn't walk up the stairs, and I quit.
I'm not going back. They're not doing Survivor All-Stars. I can quit that.
I can wait, but I am going to go back to the Brazilian butt lift. I might do it on YouTube and let you guys go along with me and see if anything happens.
So, what we see is them building shelter on both tribes, and Dale automatically feels like he's the odd man out. So his goal is to start fire first to give himself some purpose and weight and worth and value in his tribe. You have all the young guys trying to do it with brute strength and getting sticks together.
All bent over the tree in a seductive kind of manly way and scraping two pieces of hard bamboo together.
That was... I'm looking at his name, Alec, the model. The brothers are Alec and Drew. Alec was doing that over there. And then Dale had reading glasses that he was trying to magnify.
I've never seen anybody make that work, I don't think.
And then he broke it in half.
Right.
Put the two lenses over each other to get extra power in the magnifying force, and then he started the fire.
Can you guys out there check somewhere and see, has anyone ever been able to do that with glasses? Because I seem to recall nobody getting a chance to do it except...
We have a little,
except in the first season.
No, I feel like I've seen it before.
I think it was the first season. The older guy.
Rudy?
No, the other one who I think
BB?
Passed away.
BB passed away?
I think so.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, I think he actually might have been able to do it with his glasses.
I know some other people in the past have done it. I feel like maybe once or twice it has been done. I can't.
Because we tried
remember. Oh, you did?
Yeah, it didn't.
So wait, do you have? Okay, so reading glasses. I wear contacts, so I would be able to bring my glasses, but they're for distance. If he's bringing reading glasses are allowed. Do you know if you have a prescription for reading glasses?
No, I don't know why that was allowed.
Or does he? Because if they were solely reading glasses, one, he's not going to be reading on the island.
Nope.
Two, if he has a prescription, he broke his glasses. Well, he must have contacts, right?
I don't know.
Because that baffled me a little bit.
Did he say they were reading glasses?
He said they were his reading glasses.
Then those shouldn't have been allowed
unless he has a prescription and he wears contacts for can't see close.
Yeah, I don't know. You're not supposed to have reading glasses on Survivor because clearly you can't have books and stuff.
Well, he used them to start the fire successfully, and everybody was so happy and excited. And I was like, good job, old man.
Right, but here's the thing with that. For some reason, he turned it into, I just proved my own self-worth, and now everyone's going to know. No, you made fire. They're done with you, dude. That's how that works. okay, we got fire. We don't need this guy anymore.
Yeah,
I'm like,
he did his job. We can boil water now.
I was like, I think you probably know better than that. People are going to be
One thing we didn't talk about. Do you think going back to Exile Island, at Exile, the two people there, there's an urn, and you have the option to pick one. So each person picks one, and then inside Exile is a clue to an idol, and then a blank thing. So do you think it was smart for Val not to share the clue with Keith?
I mean, it would have been a bad idea had Keith caught on to the fact that she lied to him.
Eventually, he's going to find out.
But I don't know. I mean, I kept going, Keith, what's up, dude? Like, really?
Yeah. Like they're getting you both blank
Possibly
things.
you should rethink what you think just happened, is what
Yeah.
I kept thinking. I was like, okay, so he's not that smart.
Or savvy in Survivor.
Or pretending, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a very awkward moment, and I can't really say if what she did
It
was
is
smart or not.
hard. In Val, you're separated from your tribe right away. You don't know this guy at all. You're not on the same tribe. You have no idea of alliances. To share the clue right away might be a little risky.
But they were both sent to Exile Island at the very beginning of the game.
And
Neither one of us.
This is where you create alliances on
Yes.
day one. And this could be the founding building block of an alliance.
Yeah.
With you and this guy.
And it would have been, it's already sounds like there's a potential for that because of their field of work.
Yeah.
Had she shared the clue, I think they might have instantly become super tight.
Yeah.
And that would be an alliance of 4 people already.
Which I think would have been smart.
Yeah.
And the clue led her to later when she returned to the well, the water well, somewhere near the well. And we saw Dale, because he felt like he was an outsider, go to the well and get water. And then he saw some medallion and pulled it as a fake idol. It's not the real idol because it doesn't have the instructions. But already Dale's got a fake idol from the well. Like, come on. Great. Good.
Yeah, like that one's never been done before.
Yeah. So that's kind of that.
Did I ever tell you that Russell did that to me? He gave me a fake idol, and they never showed it on the show.
No.
On Heroes and Villains.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No.
For some reason, that storyline was never brought to light.
Interesting.
Even though it was very prevalent.
Which, by the way, is crazy that Heroes and Villains was almost 10 seasons ago.
Wow.
Season 20. We are on season 29. This spring will be 30. Which Heroes and Villains is one of my favorites.
Why am I still having nightmares? I should be over it by now.
Those will never, ever leave. So
joy.
it seems like on both tribes, everybody's building shelter, getting to know. What Julie, which is John Rocker's girlfriend, she says that Drew, the brother, he took charge. The brother took charge with John, the Michigan football player, to build the shelter. And she, the only thing we get from Julie all night was basically, this kid's young, arrogant, and dumb. That's like the only thing we really got from Julie all night, that she doesn't like
and
this.
a lot of boob shots.
And boob shots. The floaties were out. No water challenge yet.
I'm just noticing here, she's also a model. And a mobile spray tanning owner.
Good for her. Good for her.
Yeah. I mean, she's very pretty. That's the thing, is like, there's always got to be one girl on every season that's just like ridiculously good looking.
I think the blondes are the prettiest girls in the bunch.
You think so?
Yeah. The blondes definitely. And
Jacqueline, the Miss Michigan.
Jacqueline and Kelly. Yeah, they take it as, I think, the hot girls. And then I think Baylor, she's like the girl next door cute.
I think Jacqueline's really gorgeous. She's
gorgeous.
the Miss Michigan.
Yeah, Jacqueline
Miss
and John
Michigan.
to me are like Candace and John from
They are.
The beautiful couple, and he even has the same name as John. And we'll see how far they go together. But the only moment we got from John. So John is a former Michigan football player.
Yeah, University of Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan.
Or Michigan State, I think.
It was kind of random to me. So we're getting all this, like, everybody's getting to know each other, that sort of stuff. And then randomly we get a very human storyline plot of John talking about his dad was diagnosed with a brain tumor and that he has a limited time to live, and that he made a tough decision to come on Survivor, but his dad is a huge super fan and gave him the, go ahead, you should go on Survivor and do this. And it ended with, hopefully we'll be able to watch this season together. I was like, oh my gosh.
That's pretty heavy stuff.
This is heavy stuff. And it was just thrown into the episode. And that's like, I felt like the only thing I got to know of this guy, and it was just thrown in there. So I'm confused of analyzing why things are in the episode and why they're not. Are they going to be developing this storyline for him of, doing this for his dad?
Or perhaps that is who ends up quitting next week.
Oh.
I just thought of that right now. The teaser for next week is somebody quits.
Oh,
yeah, right?
Bleep. That could very well be it, because that would make perfect sense why they would tell us
Just
that.
throw that in there, because you're right. It didn't really fit in with the rest of the story.
It didn't fit into me at all. And then it wasn't. That was, I think, a preview for the season as a whole. So I don't think that was for next week. But that very well could be why, if he did quit, why he would quit, because he can't handle the idea of being out there knowing his dad has number of days left.
Right.
Jenna Maraska in All Stars, she left. You were there. Mm-hmm. And Jenna Maraska left. Her mom had cancer, and she had a premonition. Is this true, Jerri?
Yeah.
This is what I know. A premonition that she had to get out of there because something was wrong with her mom. She left the season in the show, got home, and her mom passed away a few days later.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was really, really intense.
It's crazy. Just like that feeling of connection with a human like that.
Yeah. It really is. And that, again, I think the one thing when things like this happen, or we hear stories like this, it really makes you realize how real this whole thing is. Like, even though it's a game being played, these are real people with real lives, and there's some very intense stuff in everyone's life.
Yeah.
And when it becomes real is when it gets really scary.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah.
Well, we love having people comment on our YouTube and our Twitter and iTunes, so definitely do that. And we want you guys, I think it's a good question, who do you think quits this season? Do you think it's going to be John quitting because of his dad, or do you think someone else will quit? And if so, who do you think will quit? So on YouTube, on iTunes, definitely tell us what you think of our show, how we can have a great show this season, and who you think is going to quit this season and why.
I know I have another prediction who it might be.
Oh, I just had one too. Can I go first?
Sure.
The Twinnie,
That's
because she's
gonna
quit
say.
because her sister was voted off first, and she's like, "This is BS because we were on The Amazing Race. You're all going to take it out. I'm done."
Yeah. We've never been away from each other for more than 2 weeks.
Yeah, so that would be my other prediction, the Twinnie.
For the totally lame exit, that would be
quitting at some point.
Yeah, because I can't imagine anybody else really
unless
quitting.
there's a huge medical thing, but it didn't seem like it was a medical emergency.
No.
Quit. It seemed like someone's quitting.
Yeah. And which again, just unless it is someone like John for a reason like that, that's different. But I mean, anybody else quitting would be just really lame.
Like last season.
Yeah, like you will get a lot of flack from me on this show, whoever it is that quit, if it's not someone like John with an amazing reason. Mm-hmm. So,
yep,
better not be quitting people.
No.
And anyone out there who thinks they can't handle it, don't apply for Survivor.
Well, and then one other thing is we do have to mention is there's 19 cast members because one pair before the show started had to leave. So this season was originally supposed to be 20 pairs.
Really?
Yes, and one of the pairs was not medically approved to compete on the show. So this happened when that's why Candace and John were in their season, because RC and her dad were flown out there, and her dad could not medically be approved to compete on the show once he got out there. Mm-hmm. That happened again, some medical reason, I believe, that some pair could not compete, but they did not replace them with another pair. So they didn't have alternates ready to go.
I did not know that.
So that's why it's 19 or 18
instead of 20.
pairs instead of 20. Which I wonder if it were 10 blood, 10 water, if the tribes would have been blood versus water. Like have all the blood on one.
Yeah.
I don't think that would be good because then pairs would just pair up. But I wonder, to switch it up, if maybe it were 10 in not 10, 5 and 5. Five blood, 5 water, not 10. If they would have done a blood tribe and a water tribe.
You know what? I hope in the future they do. If they do blood versus water again,
that would be interesting.
I think so too, because then all you got to do is like halfway through, mix it all up. You know, for like a couple of episodes and then merge.
Agreed. And if I were on that tribe with my identical twin, he would get my vote to get off that island. Laying the smackdown, Tommy. Yes, I would. We will leave it at that. So, immunity challenge. We had our caller in. Michael called in right away. He said his favorite thing in the last night's episode was the immunity challenge. The immunity challenge was multi-level again. You know, we had all different steps where they had to... They had to crawl under this kind of maze, and that looked kind of dangerous. Right?
Oh, underneath the maze,
Underneath the maze. The mud was like more like rock mud. Mm-hmm. And, you know, they were all colliding under the rope maze, and hitting each other. And then once they got out of that, then they had to retrieve 3 bags tied up. And basically the blue tribe, which is Hunapa, I can't say that right. Hunapa. They
Hunapu.
Hunapu. They lifted up a different girl every time to untie the bags, whereas the orange tribe had John Rocker, who is already like 7 feet tall, put what is her name? Which blonde was it? It was
one of them.
the blonde. See,
Kelly.
These blondes are confusing. Kelly. No.
Baylor.
Jacqueline. No, it was Jacqueline.
Oh, for God's sake.
Jacqueline. So John put Jacqueline on his shoulders, and she one by one untied it. So the orange tribe the entire time was in the lead after they got those bags, and they had to do a 3-part getting over a wall. The first thing was tossing a rope. Then they had to use the rope once it latched on to climb up the wall. Orange took the lead. Then they had to use pegs to form a ladder in the wall. Orange was in the lead. Then, this is all from memory, Jerry.
Very good.
They had a wall that they just had to get each other over one by one. This is a total team building exercise. I've done rope courses before. Total team building rope course activity. Get everybody over. Orange tribe gets over first. They get to the puzzle. Blue wins.
Yeah, one thing I noticed from that challenge was how absolutely athletic almost every single person is on this season.
Yeah.
Almost everybody
Good
is
shape.
incredibly athletic
They're in
because
really good
that
shape.
course was tough. And nobody really struggled or really got behind or had
Yeah.
issues. Even Dale, I was concerned about him getting up the one wall where they literally just had to jump onto someone's shoulders.
Yeah.
And even he got up there just fine.
Yeah, everyone
was-
seems to be in pretty decent shape.
You know what? Actually, I just realized something about Dale. There was, at the beginning of the episode, for a second, he looked like Roger.
Yes!
Kentucky Joe.
The whole episode, I was trying to think, who does this guy look like?
Roger Bingham.
He does kind of look like Roger.
Yeah, I
what
know.
a throwback to season 2 Australia.
I know, because I was like, he could be Roger's brother.
The whole time I was like, he looks like someone, and I can't
Yeah.
figure out who that is. Roger's a good comparison.
I love Roger.
Who will be his Elizabeth? Wait, it will be Jacqueline.
No, it's going to be his own daughter. He's got his Elizabeth.
Oh, that's poetic. Oh my gosh. So Blue had to come back at the puzzle. This was a puzzle we haven't seen on Survivor. I really like the puzzle.
It was.
I
And
love that puzzle.
you know what? Somebody posted on my Twitter, I don't know if they did on yours, that they wish, and they put at Jeff Probst on it as well, they wish that they would go back to using natural materials to build challenges. And that was a good example of why I can understand why people are saying that. Because as cool as it was,
Yeah.
you know, it was made to look like rocks, you know,
Yeah.
and you could tell it was like, I don't know, made
Yeah.
out of something else. But
Yeah.
it's true. They used to use all natural materials.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, the puzzle I thought was cool because it was
very cool.
It was a crazy.
It was multi-dimensional.
Yeah, and it was the pieces that to fit in the one way. I can't even describe it. It was just kind
Yeah.
of like a mind bender, and I love those kind of challenges where it is you have to put the pieces and shift them. And there were so many multiple times where they thought they had it, but then the one piece didn't fit.
Yeah.
So I love that puzzle and the immunity challenge. So Blue had a comeback, so it was fun to see right away first immunity challenge a comeback when the tribe is in behind the whole time, and then that means that Orange Tribe sent to Tribal Council. Dun, 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 dun. Strategy comes into play finally. Now we get to talk about a little bit about strategy. So Dale, feeling like he's the old odd man out, right away wants to target Nadia because she's been on The Amazing Race.
He saw her be manipulative.
He saw
and
her be
conniving.
manipulative and conniving, and smart move, Dale.
Yeah.
Smart move to go to the guys and rally against Nadia.
Right.
If I were on that tribe, honestly, you go for the easiest target, someone who's played on The Amazing Race 2 times.
She's been on it
Yes,
twice.
they've been on The Amazing Race twice. So someone who comes in with an Amazing Race twice when people like me are dying to get on these reality shows and can't even get on once, you're going to get my vote.
Keep that in mind, people.
No, never. Jerry, if you're out there for a 4th time and I'm there with you, Final 2 Alliance, duh.
Okay.
No, but I think it was more of smart because, yes, she's been on The Amazing Race, but I don't think that's justification to get someone voted off. But she annoys people. You know, she rubs people the wrong way.
She was very aggressive and forceful with her personality anyway, which generally doesn't work well anyway over time. But I'm glad Dale kind of deflected it. I was just very impressed that nobody even went after Val.
Yeah.
I mean, she clearly didn't have time to really forge any relationships,
Mm-hmm.
and she was concerned about that. But really, truthfully, that team, for whatever reason, never really did get any relationships going before she got there.
Yeah, and there were a couple other dynamics. We saw the girls all together saying, let's do an all-girls alliance. And they were all like, yeah, let's fist pump that. And we need one more. Oh, Josh. Nadia was like, well, Josh will be with us. He's the gay guy. He's one of the girls. And then she even said that to him. And he was like, one of my pet peeves is when, someone says
He didn't
I'm
say
one
that
of
to
the...
her, though.
No.
He was smart.
He was smart. When
He
someone
said,
says
ask
I'm one
my
of the
boyfriend
girls,
Reed.
Yeah.
He knows how much I hate that.
Which Reed, by the way, I found out I host a reality little segment on Lance Bass's XM radio show every other week. Reed is Clay Aiken's ex-boyfriend.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Reed used to date Clay Aiken, which is a tidbit. So then you
Little
have...
T, people. Little
then
T.
Josh, again, then we see Josh and Baylor, which they must have had some sort of alliance or deal, because Baylor basically said to Josh, I will do whatever you want to do. How do you want to do this? I'm with you, whatever you want to do. And Josh, said, everybody wants me on their side. Everybody's approaching me. This is the position I wanted to be in. I'm a fan of the show. I want to be the guy that everybody comes to and trusts. That's what everyone's doing. It's kind of up to me. But he said in Survivor, when you're the swing vote, that's not necessarily always a good position right away.
If you play it too aggressively, it's not a good thing.
Yeah, because we've seen it backfire on people where they're the swing vote and then they rub it in people's faces. Like last season, the police officer,
the curly-haired girl,
police officer, I can't even remember her name. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And I can remember in Survivor Amazon when Christy, the deaf contestant, thought she was a swing vote and they voted her off because she was a swing vote. I remember Christy, but I can't remember your name. What is your name? Copper from last season. So we go to tribal council, and Josh is basically the one with all the power. He can go with the girls or he could go with the guys. And Baylor, who is the daughter of the 3-time divorced Missy, says, I'm with you, Josh. Whatever you want me to do, I'm doing it with you. So there's got to be some tight bond that we didn't really see develop, but those two have it. So what do you think of tribal council? Nadia is, she had some sound bites there.
Did she? I don't even remember.
Well,
for some reason it wasn't incredibly suspenseful.
My favorite was Jeff saying, how do you compare this to The Amazing Race? And she was like, well, on The Amazing Race, they tell you exactly what to do, but on Survivor, they say, this is your island, do it, or have fun, or good luck. So it was interesting.
That was a very good point.
Yeah.
Actually, I never really thought about that. But, I mean, there's a lot of reasons why The Amazing Race is nothing like Survivor. For one, they get fed. They get to sleep
different.
somewhere. Yeah.
It's so...
There's no comparison.
The stresses are completely different.
Totally.
And then, we kind of... One thing we didn't talk about was Josh's eyes watering the whole time.
My eyes were watering the whole time I was watching that.
Do you think it was allergies or poison from some...
He probably
bleach?
touched his eyes.
Yeah.
You know,
it could be allergies.
I mean, think about it. That's one thing you can't do out there. You can't touch any of your orifices because your hands are always filthy.
Yeah.
Like, it's just one of the things you've got to keep in mind, and definitely not your eyeballs.
Yep. So,
I don't know.
Another quote from Tribal Council that I did like from Nadia was when she said something about like, oh, make lemonade with lemons, but I prefer margaritas or something.
That was funny.
I thought that was good,
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
So our 20 got voted out. Some people voted for
Baylor. There was a
Dale.
random for Baylor.
So
that was Josh voted for Baylor.
So what do you think the strategy behind that was?
He just didn't want to pick sides, that's all. He knew it wasn't him. He knew it was either one of the two, and he didn't want to pick sides.
So here's the thing, though. There had to have been a conversation with Baylor, because Baylor said, we saw her say, I'll do whatever you want to do. So he said, you vote for Nadia, because she did. But I will vote for you to try and hide an alliance. What else would be the reason? I don't know. Because why she went against the girls and voted with the guys, but then she got a vote from Josh, who she's clearly working with. So that vote was just a throwaway vote.
I don't know. I mean, it's pretty interesting why he voted for, but
I wonder if they're trying to hide a really tight alliance between the two of them by right away trying to throw people off by, I voted for Baylor, and then, down the line using that, but I don't know if they're thinking that high level yet.
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see. All right, so predictions, Jerry. What do you think? Who do you like this early in the game? And just to point out,
predictions.
yes.
Ooh.
Just to point out.
That must be the Halloween version of predictions.
Gosh. Oh, Halloween is coming up for this season where we dressed up as each other last year. That was fun. We'll have to do that maybe again. we do not look at spoilers. One thing we do not do on this show is
Never.
We do not look at spoilers. So anything we say in terms of predictions are our own ideas and thoughts based on what we're watching. So, Jerri, who are you picking? Give me one from each tribe that you would say, I see this person taking home the money.
I think Jeremy's in a good place on Hunapu. And Koyopa, I think Josh is in a good place.
Yeah.
So those are my two right now, but that could change next week.
I'm going to go, I agree. I think Josh and Jacqueline, I think that she's going to be a silent killer in this game. Or actually Baylor. That's 3 names. I should only give one. I'm going to go with Baylor. You said Josh. I'm going to go with Baylor. I like the vibe and energy I'm getting from Baylor. And then on the other team, I'm going to go with, I guess, Keith for now. I'm going to go with Keith goes pretty far. We'll see.
Yeah, I hope so. He seems like a nice guy.
We
Him
shall
and his
see.
son, both. I like them.
Yeah. Well, we are so excited and glad to be back for another season of
Yay.
Survivor. Ryan will be back with us next week, and we're going to try and get some former Blood versus Water players to give some Skype calls in. Laura Moret said she'd give us a call, and we'll try and get some other ones to get their take on season 2. This has only been done 2 times out of 29 seasons. The second time, so we want to talk to those people who played on Blood versus Water. Maybe we can get Tina to call in.
Oh yeah,
and,
for sure. I can get Tina to call in.
We'll get Tina to call in and get some of these perspectives of some of the former Blood versus Water players. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We are so excited to be back. We'll be back next week. That's it.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.